Hello, my name is Leticia Gonzalez. My grade of focus is kinder to third grade. A teacher needs to create a safe and productive learning environment. In order for a teacher to create a safe environment for their students, needs to have a regular morning meeting. This would help the teacher know their students. In a regular morning meeting, or in some cases they call it circle time, this will help for the students to address emotional needs, share if there's something going on, maybe they had a rough morning. This creates an environment where students are open to share their emotions. It builds a relationship between the teacher, the student, and the classmates. It also helps if the teacher has an aide, or if that student has a one-to-one. It also helps them to know that person. The way that teachers can have an effect on their classroom is by having a good positive mindset. This means that when a teacher comes into the classroom and they have a positive mindset, they are determined to interpret things by having a positive view. You are not limiting your students to be able to read something, or if they're doing numbers, they're not like, you're not gonna say my student only knows how to count to 20. So you're gonna encourage that student as a teacher. You're gonna put a mindset that, okay, maybe this week the student is gonna count up to 30. So having a positive growth mindset that your student is capable of growing in their learning, in their phonics, and other subjects that you're teaching inside your classroom. As a teacher, you can also ask questions to yourself. What is my student capable of doing? Is my student capable of learning a different language? Is my student able to translate words or help its peers by emotional support? So those mindsets that you put yourself in the classroom, your students are gonna see. If you have a positive mindset, the students are gonna feed throughout that and have a positive day. This can also affect on the students when a teacher doesn't have a good day. It can tell, it shows. Another thing that a teacher can do to have a positive mindset in their classroom is believing that your student is capable of doing something new. When you bring in a new lesson, have a good positive that mindset that your student is going to be able to meet the goal that you have set for that month, for that week, for that lesson. Do not create a mindset where you put barriers to your own students. This means if I teach this way, my student is not going to learn. It's always never putting a barrier in front of your students. Tips on how to develop a supportive, encouraged environment to support self-advocacy, independence, and responsible technology use inside the classroom. As teachers nowadays, technology is something that is all over us. We have smart boards, we have Chromebooks for our students. So how can we use these tools inside the classroom to have our students be self-advocates for themselves? So one way is that the students can work on their own skills, typing skills, writing skills, math skills. And when it comes to writing, probably this will be for an upper grade, not for kinder or third, but in third grade, maybe the teacher can have the student type a paragraph. And if the computer tells you, oh, this word is wrong, the student can self-learn a skill how to correct the word that or the sentence that they have wrote. Another skill that can be helpful in supporting their independence is by having the student practice their typing skills. 1 minute skills really helps students encourage their speed. So every time the speed they type something, their speed will increase. So that's one way that you have a self-advocacy in their students by using technology.